This is where the fun begins.
Is Obi Wan Kenobi bisexual? What's going on, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well. And in this video, we're going to be talking about if Star Wars canon just confirmed that Obi Wan Kenobi could be LGBTQ+ or bisexual. So first up, let me read you guys some of the facts here, where people are pulling this from here. Essentially, in this video, we're going to be taking a read from Pride.com. Actually, I'm going to have their full article linked down in the description down below. As it reads, did Star Wars canon just confirm Obi Wan Kenobi as bisexual? With the release of a new Star Wars book being called Obi Wan Kenobi Padawan, some fans are wondering, did the franchise just make Obi Wan Kenobi bisexual? Padawan is a young adult entry into the Star Wars canon written by Kirsten Wright and revolving around Obi-Wan's attempts to prove himself while apprenticing under Qui-Gon Jinn, so essentially taking place before the events of The Phantom Menace. The book was released on Tuesday, July 26th, so this previous week, and already one passage in a particular has fans trying to determine what, if anything, the story is saying about the Jedi in training, Obi-Wan. It features a conversation between Obi-Wan and another teenager, another Padawan, Cassel, about a romantic relationships. Obi-Wan doesn't seem to have considered it an option for a Jedi even, and ultimately becomes flustered when Cassel says, in quote, "I don't think love is in my future either, and I'm fine with that. As long as I have the power to keep my family safe, that's enough for me. Though I will admit, I've been curious about kissing and why Ajaj and Zayabri enjoy it so much. So if you're ever curious too, let me know." Ending the quote there. This is essentially what another Padawan was saying to Obi-Wan in the book, essentially kind of like Loki, like flirting with Obi-Wan. Straight off the bat though, however, like a pure reaction from me, it's pretty weird. Like, that's a weird conversation starter, I'm not gonna lie. Now, the article continues to talk about Obi-Wan blushes in response, saying, in quote, "I will let you know. I mean, not that I will do anything right now with you or anyone," ending the quote right there. The passage goes on to say he couldn't imagine just kissing any of them, and suggesting an inability to tell the difference between wanting to kiss someone and wanting to be like them. To some Star Wars fans, this reads as an institution that Obi-Wan may have interest in men alongside women, being bisexual, while others took it as more of an indication that he has a asexual or / aromantic spectrum. Either way, it definitely drummed up a good amount of interest even days before the book's official release. The author has yet to comment on the interpretations of this passage, but in the meantime, fans who have always headcanoned Obi-Wan as queer are loving what they have read. Now, the article ends right there, and I'm going to have it fully linked down in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Now, let's go ahead and break this down here a little further. Is Obi-Wan actually bisexual? In my thoughts and opinions, no. People are simply just kind of jumping to conclusions here because of this little interpretation, this little passage here that happened in this book. However, I will say it's very interesting that Obi-Wan is kind of experimenting around with his sexuality in this book here. I think everybody, just about everybody out there, kind of questions themselves at one point in their time throughout their teenage years, or they just don't. I mean, I don't know. Some of us, at least, probably. Also, the way that Obi-Wan kind of responds to this comment, saying that I will let you know, I mean, not that I will do that right now, or with you, or anyone, he kind of like is just, I don't know, maybe like not even really, it doesn't really even feel like he's fully paying attention to this conversation, and it's almost like a one-sided conversation at that. Like, he's kind of just like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, whatever, and then kind of realizing what he's kind of saying, if that makes any sense. Now, there's apparently another passage that actually does come after this whole part right here, this whole like little scene here essentially, of where Obi-Wan then goes and he starts to kind of question himself about Jedi in general having attachments, and how they just don't do that. They don't have attachments, regardless of him having a relationship with Satine that we saw in Star Wars: The Clone Wars animated show. In this book, he still questions himself and the whole Jedi Order about having attachments, and how that's just something Jedi don't do, and how it's not right. So kind of bottom line, bottom interpretation of, I think, of what's going on here is that people are essentially jumping to conclusions here from this simple little passage here, in an effort to essentially like low-key clickbait. I know I kind of did it here on this video here a little bit, but that's essentially what every single article is doing, is when they're talking about this, that's like the way that they're just kind of putting it out there. Like, is Obi-Wan bisexual because of this new passage from this new book here? That all being said, let me know of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I'd absolutely love to hear what you guys all think, and leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, as it really just helps the channel. Check out our Instagram, Unofficial Star Wars, for more Star Wars related content, link down in the description down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.